Hey, welcome to the Board Game Closet. My name's Jimmy.
I'm Rod.
And today we're checking out Horrified.
Yeah, fantastic. Ravensburgers?
Uh-huh. Yeah, this is Ravensburger. This is, you can pick this up at Target, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Almost anywhere. I guess Walmart even, I think.
Oh, do they have it? That's pretty cool. Yeah. So this is a game that is in regular big box stores. So how does it hold up? We're going to talk about it today.
Yeah, exactly.
So at the Board Game Closet, we do a buy it, play it, hate it rating. So green means go buy this game and add it to your collection. White means maybe you wouldn't buy it, but you definitely play it. And then red means don't buy it, don't play it because you hate it.
Stay away.
So we're going to tell you about the game today, and then at the end we'll tell you what our rating is, whether or not we think you should buy it, play it, or will you hate it.
All right.
So in Horrified, this is a co-op game. So you are going to be playing together as a team to try to defeat 3 different monsters. And there are all different ones in the game,
Fantastic.
right? The Mummy, Wolfman, Invisible Man,
Frankenstein.
Bride
Frankenstein.
yeah, Dracula, and we're forgetting one, the Creature.
Exactly. The easy one to forget.
And so you pick 3 of those characters, and they have different recommendations on what's easier or harder, and maybe ways to start on your very first game. And then you set up the game according to the monsters, and then you put them out onto the board. And then you, just pretty simple, you reveal a monster card. And this card is going to tell you a couple things. You're going to put items out onto the board. There's an event that's going to happen, and then the monsters attack. And so depending on who is listed at the bottom of the card, those monsters will move and attack. And then there is a frenzied marker. So sometimes this will move up, this will elevate and go around, rotate between the 3 monsters. And then if a monster is frenzied, they might also go twice in a round.
Right.
And then after that, then the characters get to move, the players get to move. There are all different kinds of cool characters in the game, and these can be randomly, or you can choose who you want to be. So I am the courier here. There's an inspector. There's a mayor,
professor, archaeologist, explorer.
And so each one of these are different. They have different special actions that you get to do. Very co-op feel, so you got to decide on when to use those co-op abilities. But then the most important thing is how many actions do you get to do on your turn. And there's all different kinds of actions that you could do. You can simply move to an adjacent location. You can guide if there is a villager next to you. You can bring them to you. You can share items between other people. I'm just going to read the card.
Sure.
You can advance a task. There are different tasks. We'll talk about that in a second. Or you can defeat a monster, or you can use a special action as noted on your card. So how do you win the game? It's cooperative. Each one of the monsters have different conditions that they have to be fulfilled in order to defeat them. So like with Frankenstein and the Bride, we got to educate these monsters.
Exactly. And you got to bring the 2 together.
Yes.
And so that Frankenstein won't be so angry.
And once they have been educated and he finds his bride, then you have defeated that monster. Dracula, there are coffins around the board, and you have to defeat those. Yeah, destroy the coffins, and then go fight him, and then you will beat Dracula. And the way that you do that are with these items that are on the board. There are different types of items, and I can't remember the name for them, but they're all different colors, and they have values on them. And so, like for the bride, you have to get yellow or blue, I think, and then
it's basically the knowledge, right, to teach them.
So you go get those items, and then you go to Dracula, and you educate the man.
So, well, no, that'd be on Frankenstein.
Sorry.
We're destroying his coffins.
And so with Dracula, he has these, you're looking for these red tokens. Go to where the coffin is, you pay the token, you destroy the coffin, and so that's kind of how that works. With all the monsters, and we're not going to go through all of them, but all 6 of them go in a different way. Like with the Wolfman, you're trying to get the serum to heal him, right? And so you're trying to do research, I guess. And so each one of them do different ways. You cooperate to get the items, and you have to save the villagers. Because there will be villagers that if they get attacked, that's bad. And there's a doom track, and so every time you mess up, or every time something bad happens, the doom track goes up.
Exactly.
And if it reaches the top,
you lose.
You lose the game.
Yeah. So some of the things that we should talk about components.
Sure. Yeah.
First of all, components fantastic. The miniatures represent themselves very, very well. The vampire, everything's just just totally from the movies. Just got a total feel to it. And then the artwork and everything that they use for your player characters, for the actual villagers, is fantastic.
It's great.
Map board's great. They just do such. What I really felt about this game is just the theme. They just such a good job with the theme. It's already a great theme, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then they just did a great job with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I totally agree. I think the artwork, the style, everything about this game, they nailed it. I think that it was really cool in how they did that.
Right.
And so the co-op feel comes through. I think that you're able to do all the stuff. Just like in any co-op game, you got to keep people from telling everybody what to do.
Exactly.
But as long as that's known right out of the gate, everybody makes their own decisions. Everybody uses their powers, their ability. I think that you'll have a good time with it.
I think it's fantastic. I mean, there's not enough co-op games out there. And when you do, and when the game itself is controlling the bad guys, normally it's not very entertaining. This does such a good job, with the vampire moving back and forth to the different coffins, Frankenstein and the bride trying to get up to meet each other, the Wolfman, just being the Wolfman. But anyway, it's just so neat on how they portray the characters in the game. I think it plays out very, very well.
Yeah, I do too. And I think if you're looking for an overly complicated co-op game, that's not what this is. This is definitely very simple. It's very, okay, I'm going to go here and get that, and then we need to go over there and do that. So the special abilities are, they're okay. They're nothing. I mean, there wasn't anything in this game, I guess, that is going to wow you as far as the co-op feel. It just feels like a typical co-op game, working together, doing the things. But what I thought was special about it were the different monsters all at the same time. So it's not this game we're fighting the mummy.
Right.
But it's this game, it's Dracula plus the creature plus, and so all of those working together, it does feel like a late night movie of
Saturday night, late night movie.
Yeah, there you go. So that's Horrified, and what's great about it is you could go and pick this up today. It's not a Kickstarter. It's not a special order game. Right. It's going to be probably sitting on a shelf right down the road from you.
Exactly.
All right, so we're at that point where we give our rating of the game. Green means go buy it, white means play it, and then red means hate it.
Yeah.
And reveal.
Which is to be expected.
It's a green and a white.
Yeah.
So tell us, is there anything else that you want to sell this game on to tell them why you gave it a green?
So it hits all the marks for, on the most part, for the board game. How do I explain this? See, I am a person who loves just the strategy games, but you know what? 90% of people don't enjoy those. They're all wanting to play, Catan or something to that effect. I didn't mean that. Anyway, I'd rather be playing a war game, that type of thing.
Sure, yeah.
But this one, you can pull this out, and everyone's familiar with it. And it's easy to play, but there's enough to it to feel like you're doing something with your character and doing strategy, and that you feel like you're in a midnight horror film.
Sure.
I think it does so much of that, and so normally I wouldn't pick a game that's so simple as a green. But it's such a neat little family game. I think it's outstanding. Yeah,
totally. And all those things are there. The reason I gave it a white is probably maybe I wanted just a little bit more in what I could do. But ultimately, it's not a bad game. And if y'all wanted to play this game, I'd say, yeah, let's play it. But I think if it comes down to, am I going to go and buy the game? He's got it, and I don't need this game on my shelf. I could play this game if it ever came up, but it just didn't scratch that itch for me that said I gotta have this game.
Right.
So there you go. Yep.
All right. So go out and buy it
and play his copy.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time.